Atithi Devo Bhava, a Sanskrit phrase from the Taittiriya Upanishad that means the guest is God. This simple yet profound phrase encapsulates the very essence of Indian culture. In India, a guest is revered, honored, and, most importantly, fed. Hospitality, in this sense, is sacred. The act of serving food to a guest is a gesture of respect, love, and devotion. But what happens when this age-old tradition of generosity turns into a silent killer? When every warm gesture and kuch mitha ho jai becomes a slow poison. Slowly, but surely, Indians are eating their way into an epidemic of lifestyle diseases. Welcome to Whispering Peepal, where today we ask a crucial question: how is hospitality killing Indians? In India, hospitality revolves around food. If a friend, relative, or even a neighbor visits, the first thing offered is something to eat. And if someone declines, well, they've practically insulted the host. In India, food is everything. It's the glue that holds relationships together. Food isn't just nourishment. Food is love. Food is culture. Perhaps it's a legacy from times of scarcity, when feeding someone was an act of great service and care. Be it a festival, a wedding, or an impromptu family visit, there's always something cooking, always more to serve. But at what cost? Take a closer look at those sweets. What do they contain? Sugar. That causes blood sugar spikes, leading to insulin resistance over time. Add to that refined flour or maida, which offers no fiber and only adds to the spike, and it becomes a deadly combination. And it doesn't stop there. In Indian society, unplanned visits from relatives or friends are quite normal. These visits typically happen between meals, just as the body is still digesting the last one. But, out of courtesy, the hosts sit and eat with them, often indulging in sweets and snacks. The same courtesy applies when a friend insists on hanging out over street snacks. The result? The body, already halfway through digesting lunch, is burdened with more food it doesn't need, leading to digestive overload and even greater blood sugar spikes. But does this mean Indians are just a bit too accommodating and can't say no? Not exactly. Unlike in many other cultures, Indians don't live individualistically. They thrive in groups. Whether it's family, friends, or extended relatives, Indians constantly seek out social circles. In fact, a large part of the waking hours of an average Indian is spent in the company of others. To maintain these relationships, people often feel obliged to meet most requests from their social circles, which often involves gathering over food. In India, food isn't just sustenance, it's recreation. It's a way to bond, to connect, and to show care. Whether it's catching up with friends over chai and pakoras, or relatives dropping by with sweets, food lies at the heart of every interaction. In this culture, refusing food is seen as disrespectful, even if you're already full. And more often than not, food is chosen to please the taste buds, with little regard for digestion or health. Take street food like samosas, pakoras, or jalebis. These golden, crispy delights are fried in vegetable or seed oils, often reused multiple times. When reheated, these oils release trans fats, a major contributor to heart disease. The constant cycle of socializing around food means that Indians end up eating far more than their bodies actually need. Impromptu snacks, festive indulgences, and a steady stream of visitors never give the gut a chance to rest. And for many, this cycle intensifies after marriage, bringing an entirely new layer of hospitality. Now, an average Indian man finds himself with an additional family, his in-laws, who invite and overfeed him on every occasion. Over time, this cultural habit leads to digestive overload, obesity, and dangerous blood sugar spikes, fueling the infamous pot belly. And we aren't even including alcohol in this discussion. The lack of physical activity compounds the problem. Overpopulation has led to shrinking living spaces in urban areas, leaving little to no room for walking or recreational activities. Once spacious neighborhoods have now become congested, with fewer sidewalks and open spaces. Children, too, bear the brunt of this shift. With limited play areas and open spaces, many kids end up spending most of their time indoors, glued to screens, whether it's TV, video games, or smartphones. Physical activity is being replaced by a sedentary lifestyle, and the body, already burdened with heavy, unhealthy meals, struggles even more to process the overload. India is facing an unprecedented health crisis. With over 77 million people diagnosed with diabetes, the country is home to the second highest number of diabetes cases in the world. By 2045, that number is expected to reach 134 million. But diabetes is just one piece of the puzzle. Hypertension, often referred to as the silent killer, affects 1 in every 3 Indian adults. That's over 200 million people living with high blood pressure, with more than 60% of them unaware of their condition. The result? A ticking time bomb of heart disease and stroke waiting to explode. And it's no longer just the elderly. 15% of Indian men and 13% of Indian women in their early 30s are already hypertensive. Add to that 40% of urban Indians who are now classified as overweight or obese, and the picture becomes even clearer. India's relationship with food has turned dangerous. So, what's the solution? While Indian hospitality is something to cherish, it's time to rethink its true meaning. Hospitality isn't just about filling plates. It's about caring for the health and well-being of those you love. The next time someone offers a second helping, remember that sometimes the most loving response is simply, "No, thank you." As a host, respect your guest's appetite by serving smaller, healthier portions. Aim to please their palate while considering their well-being. It's all about balance and mindfulness. How will you adapt your hospitality? Will you continue the tradition of endless plates of fried snacks and sweets, or help shift the culture toward options like roasted chickpeas, yogurt, and fruits? Let us know in the comments. How do you balance food and health in your family? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Whispering Peepal for more thought-provoking content on the issues that matter. Hit the notification bell so you never miss our next deep dive. Thank you for watching Whispering Peepal, and see you in the next video.